Hello, Professor. My name is Nanapat Palangdet, and today I'll be presenting on how Western architecture influenced the development of urban landscapes in my country, Bangkok, Thailand. This picture is a Ministry of Defense building in Bangkok, which is influenced by the Western art style. This is my content of presentation. And this picture is Son Gulab Vithayalai School, which is one of the building that influenced by Western culture. Next is about why choosing this topic. The reason why I chose this topic is because Bangkok, Thailand is my hometown, and most of foreigners know about the Thai building style, and I explore and share my hometown art with classmates in the class. However, I believe most of foreigners might not see and know about Western architecture style in Bangkok because most of people known at my country, Thailand, have a unique culture, and our culture is not related to Western culture at all. And the second reason is there are a lot of Western architecture in Bangkok. Most of the students in the class might have a proper knowledge of Western art, but I want to show the Western art building in my country. Next slide, I will explain about how did Western architecture come to Thailand. The first reason is about socio-political reform. Western influence on Bangkok's architecture was introduced in the late 19th and early 20th century. Due to the socio-political reforms of King Rama V, he introduced Western practice in politics and city planning to modernize Thailand. He is a well-known king in Thailand because he developed Thai culture and also the Bangkok a lot, as the government aimed to modernize Western styles were no longer seen as foreigners, but as an important part of the country's development, blending with and adapting to Thai society. And the next reason is about urban development in 20th century. After King Rama IV, Bangkok was rapidly developed. The city expanded with new infrastructure, including roads, public buildings, all of this inspired by Western designs. And modernization efforts of King include the construction of government buildings, schools, and railways. The introduction of Western-style planning transformed the cityscape, blending with Thai traditional elements and European architecture. You can see from the picture, the top picture is Palachawang police station, which is the most beautiful police station in Thailand. And the bottom of picture is Rashini School, which is also developed during the King Rama IV period. Next slide is about art style. Most of Thai architectural style was influenced by neoclassical influence and colonial influence. First, neoclassical influence, it emphasized grandeur, symmetry, and classical details, reflecting European tastes. The example of neoclassical influence in Thailand is Dusit Palace. This is Dusit Palace. This palace inspired by Italian Renaissance architecture. And the second one is colonial influence. During the colonial period, even Thai didn't colonize by any European country. We also influenced by the art style, and it's focused on functionality while incorporating European aesthetics. The example of colonial influence is this picture. This is Prat Sumin Fort, which showcase military utility with Western design element. Next slide is about social and cultural context. First is about the adaptation of Western style. Thai reinterpretation of colonial and modernist designs integrates local tradition. Fusion of Buddhist element also the really important elements because this element is blended with Western form like temples and also the public buildings. And another cultural shifts is about Western style malls and public space. This represent modernization and globalization during that time. This picture, the yellow building, is a picture of shop houses around Pralan area. And another one, the small picture, is Bang Khun Prom Palace, which is also really beautiful palace among Thai people. And next one, I want to talk about my findings and discoveries during I do this research. First discovery is about Bangkok's urban landscape. Bangkok's urban landscape is a hybrid of Western and Thai influence. Second one is Western architecture introduced structural innovations and urban planning ideas to Thai people. And the last one is the city balanced modernization while preserving Thai identity through architectural fusion. You can see that all of the building picture that I show, it represent Western style of art together with Thai traditional art. And next, I want to explore about how this topic relate to contents learned in the class. This class is about Western art, but there is one lesson in class that we talk about religious art, like the Western religious art. The Christian art in the Roman Empire symbolized the power of faith and the authority of the church. We already talked about this topic, so it's similar to Thailand. The Western style architecture in Bangkok symbolized modernization and alignment with Western powers, blending European techniques with Thai spiritual traditions. And this picture is my example. This is really famous palace in Thailand. This place called พระที่นั่งดุสิตมหาปราสาท Palace. Thai people often call this parade ฝรั่งสวมชฎา It refers to a foreigner wearing a traditional Thai headdress. You can see that the upper one is traditional Thai headdress or chada, represent the Thai tradition, and this building is Western style of architecture. So this palace has a Western style building while having a Buddhist headdress, which is our country national religious. This is a reference of my research. Thank you for listening.